A fiery explosion, hundreds of tankers of oil now spilling into West Virginia's Kanawha River, heading downstream to Cincinnati.
Waterworks here at home is now preparing for what oil remains after a nearly 300-mile journey. And this is not the first time a disaster in the Mountaineer State affects our drinking water here at home. Evan Millward on your side live tonight along the river with what Waterworks has learned in the last year. Evan.
Well, tankers worth of crude oil spilled into the Kanawha River yesterday during that explosion. None of it would reach our water supply until probably next week. And just like the last time West Virginia water contaminated the Ohio River here, Cincinnati Waterworks says we probably wouldn't even notice. And that is thanks, unfortunately, to a lot of recent practice.
And it shot up a mushroom cloud about as high as those plume is now, like that.
Nearly 300 miles upstream from Cincinnati, oil from a derailed and detonated train rides along West Virginia's Kanawha River.
But at least preliminarily, it doesn't look like a whole lot got into the water, which is a good thing. But we're still going to keep on top of that. We're still going to make sure that it isn't a danger to the water of the region.
Cincinnati Waterworks has prepared for something like this a few times, even just in the last year. They'll keep tabs on water quality of the river and close intake if they need to. It happened the last time water got contaminated in the canal. That's when a chemical leaked into a tributary, making its way to Cincinnati on the Ohio before passing through.
We were able to see how that contaminant got into the river and how that traveled down to the Ohio River. We then got to do some of our emergency exercises.
Practice put into place this summer when oil leaked from the Beckjord power plant. Now Waterworks faces a third intake closure in 13 months next week.
I think we really need to realize how precious our drinking water is and make sure that we're doing the things that we can to protect the resource, to protect the source waters, and making sure that contamination doesn't get into the surface waters.
This explosion already affecting water in West Virginia, but it will be days before we know if it'll seep into supplies here at home. So this explosion, derailment, leak raises questions also about crude oil being transported on old rail lines. We checked the CSX logs tonight and didn't see any crude being transported through Queensgate. But that is another angle of this story we'll be following for you. We're live along the Ohio River tonight. I'm Evan Millward, 9 on your side.